Good afternoon, my dear student. That, as you know, last day we already completed up to chapter 3 from our geography book. Now, according to your syllabus, that the next chapter is the structure of the earth. This is chapter 4. The structure of the earth. You know what is the meaning of it? What is the meaning of structure of the earth? Means our earth planet. It made by, in which structure? In the last chapter, in the first chapter, where we read about the shape of the earth. Now in which shape? Now here we read that our earth surface is made by which type of layers, or what are the components are being inside our earth surface. Now about these things we have to discuss in this chapter, that what are the components are being used for making our earth planet, or what are the components are being stated here, that for the making the earth planet. Now, before that, we have to discuss that we know that our earth planet that generally made by the 4 type of domains. What are the 4 domains? First is the lithosphere, second is the hydrosphere, third is the atmosphere, and the last is the biosphere. So, what is the lithosphere? Lithosphere is the uppermost part of the earth surface. It's known as where the soil is present is known as lithosphere. Second is the hydrosphere. All the water bodies in our earth surface together, all the water bodies together in the earth surface, it's known as the hydrosphere. And what is the atmosphere? The atmosphere is the mixture of gases. In our air or in the atmosphere is a different type of gas, they mixed with each other, like oxygen, carbon dioxide, nitrogen, the different type of gases, they have to merge or mixed with each other, and they form this atmosphere. And the atmosphere is very important for us for getting blood for our breathing or respiration process. Now the last one is the biosphere. These 3 domains together, lithosphere, hydrosphere and atmosphere together, when they merge together, in which place? This place they form that a particular place for the living or for the living for the organisms, and this is known as the biosphere. Now we know about the from outer surface, we understand this all, that how by which thing the earth is made. But now we are going to discuss about the interior of the earth, the inside of our earth surface, the below the soil layer, that what are the substances are being present, or what are the substances are present inside our earth surface. So we can't see it that from any experiment, we can't understand that what are the things that being present outside the things, you can't say. That is it occur by the wind erosion, it occur by the river disposition, any outside thing you can't say. But what are the substances present in the inside of our earth surface? It's very difficult to understand. So for that reason, the few things we can follow and we try to understand, few factors, it helps us to understand that what are the substances are being present inside the earth surface. So between them, the first one is temperature inside the earth. Now, what are the temperature is present? How much the temperature is present? Is a very inside the earth surface is the very hot or very cold? How we know it? Okay. So I give you one example that when the volcanic eruption is occurred, volcanic eruption, you have to remember that volcanic eruption when it occurred, that time those are the lavas is come out in the earth surface. It come from the inside the earth surface, and when it come, that is a very heavy temperature, the very huge temperature. So from seeing it, we can estimate, we can imagine it that inside the earth surface, the temperature is very high. That is why the lava is very hot. Because if it lava being cold, then you can say that the temperature of the inside the earth surface is very less. Otherwise, one more example, that when the geyser, it formed, geyser, you know that about the geyser, when the water is start to come out from the inside the soil to the outer surface, that time this water, it's also very hot in nature. So this also proved that the inside the earth surface, the temperature is very high. Either one more example I am giving you, that when the water or those are the volcanic eruption or these are the geysers, it occurs generally this type of things, it can be remembered that always the temperature is very high. So these are from these examples that we can say that the inside the earth surface, the temperature is very high. Otherwise, when the volcanic eruption is occurred, that time the magmas will come out in the liquid form. If the temperature is more or temperature is very less that time in the inside the earth surface, that time the magma should be come out in the solid form. It's not a liquid form. But it's a very high temperature in the inside the earth surface. That is why only the magma is come out in the earth surface in the form of liquid. So these are the things that prove that the temperature inside the earth is very heavy or very high. Almost in the core area, the temperature of the earth's surface is 6000 centigrade. 6000 degrees centigrade. Those are the core area, just core portion. Later we discuss about what is the core, mantle, part. This we discuss. But before you have to remember that in the core portion they receive the high amount of temperature in the earth. Afterward, as much as go higher, that time the temperature will be decreased. But from the soil layer, every 32 meter that from the soil, suppose this one is the soil layer, when you go down inside, that time every 32 meter, that 1 degree centigrade temperature increase. That 1 degree centigrade temperature increase in every 32 meter. So when you go downward from the soil, that every 32 meter, 1 degree centigrade temperature being increased. So these things you have to remember that. Now the next is about the pressure inside the earth. Now how much pressure is present inside the earth, how you understand? Then you can see that when the rocks it form, that especially those are the rocks, sedimentary type of rocks, when it made sedimentary rocks, that time you can see the sedimentary rocks is made layer wise. So how it layer it form? That when you not give pressure, when they not get the sufficient amount of pressure, otherwise it's impossible to form the layers. And those are the rocks it form. Always if the temperature is very high also, that time they always make in the liquid form. But when the rocks or the substance or the particles it come out, it's sometimes in the solid form and also in a particular layer. So how is it possible that the layer is present? Because inside the earth's surface, they have the huge amount of pressure also. That from the different layer, they have to make it pressure. That is why the rocks is made into the different layers and the particles also come out from inside the rocks out or inside the earth's surface. And the third point is density of the different layers. And the earth's surface, they have almost the 3 layers. There is a first, which one is that first is a crust. Okay, second one is the mantle. Layer. Okay, third one is the core. So these 3 layers at their density is different from each other. Their thickness of the layer is separate from each other. That the density is very high in the core region. This portion, the density is very high. Or density, as much you go deep, that time the density also being increased. Because why the density is very high? Because this core portion is made by the 2 metal that is called knife. Nickel and the Ni plus Fe, nickel plus iron. That's why this region is also known as the knife portion. You know for what? Because the density is very high in the core area and it's also made due to the knife region. That's why the density of the core portion is very high than the other 2 layers. And the last is the behavior of the earthquake wave. Later we discuss, we have one full chapter about the earthquake. So you have to understand that earthquake, when it occurs, what is the earthquake? Before I tell something, that the earthquake when the earth's surface or the soil layer, it starts to trembling. When the earth's surface, suddenly it starts to trembling. This movement of the earth's surface is known as the earthquake. Now this earthquake, when it occurs, that time it comes the 3 waves. It come out from the center to the earth's surface region. What are the waves? The first one is the P wave. It's also known as the primary wave. Second is the S wave. And the third one is the S means the secondary wave. P means the primary wave. And L means the long waves. So you understand that? These are the 3 types of waves that come out from the origin of the earth to the surface area. Now these 2 waves, S, P and L. P wave, it comes first from the center of the earth's surface. Here the center of the earthquake and here is the earth's surface. That when the earthquake is occurred, that can directly come out and P wave is start to spread. That is a P wave. But the S wave, it can't come out in the earth's surface. Now what is the reason? Because that here the asthenosphere, one liquid layer, is located below the earth crust. And the S wave cannot able to cross the liquid surface. That is why the S wave cannot able to come in the uppermost layer or the earth crust portion. But the L wave, again it come out in the earth surface area. So it proved that our earth surface or inside the interior of the earth is not made by the same type of layer. Few area it's made by the solid portion or the hard layer, and few area it made by the liquid portion. For the reason only that S layer or the S wave cannot able to cross it and cannot come reach to the earth surface portion. So by this way, these are the different proofs. From it we have to get some information about the interior of the earth, and we have to get more information that about the by which materials we have to make. Now next day we today up to here, and next day we discuss about the different parts, what the main three part of the earth surface and what their chemical composition of it. Okay, thank you.